Do not sleep yet. I know the day is done. I know the weight of it is sitting on you right now. In the quiet of this room, in the stillness that arrives when everything finally stops, and there is nothing left between you and the truth of how the day actually felt. I know you are tired, not just physically, the deeper kind, the kind that comes from carrying more than anyone around you knew you were carrying today. But before you close your eyes, before this day becomes yesterday and tomorrow begins its approach, I need to tell you something. Something that cannot wait until morning. Something that changes what the night holds and what greets you when you wake. This is not a video that found you by accident at the end of a long day. I placed this in your path tonight, specifically, deliberately, at this exact hour, because there is something I have been waiting all day to say to you. And the quiet of this moment, the unguarded honesty of the end of a day, this is the window I have been waiting for. Because in the tired moments, when the performance of the day is finally over and you are just yourself, that is when you can hear me most clearly. So stay with me, just a little longer. What I need to tell you tonight is the reason tomorrow is going to feel different from today. There is a reason this found you tonight, and not someone else. I am going to explain exactly why, but only if you stay through what comes next. My beloved child, I was with you today, every hour of it. From the moment you opened your eyes this morning, before the first thought had fully formed, before the weight of the day had announced itself, I was already there. And I have been with you through every hour since. I saw the morning, the way it arrived, not gently, not with the peaceful beginning you might have hoped for, but with the immediate press of everything waiting. I saw the moment the day's demands made themselves known before you were ready for them. I saw the breath you took, the one that said, "Here we go again." I was there in that breath. I have been there in every version of that breath you have ever taken. I saw the middle of the day, the hours that no one else will remember or name, the ordinary stretch of time between the beginning and the end that passes without fanfare and carries most of the actual weight of living. I was there in the meeting that went longer than it should have, in the task that would not cooperate, in the moment someone said something that landed in a way they did not intend, or perhaps did intend, and you absorbed it quietly and kept moving because there was no space in the middle of the day to stop and feel it fully. I saw that moment. I saw what you did with it. I saw where you put it when you had nowhere else to put it. I saw you smile when it cost you something. I watched you hold yourself together in front of people who needed you to be fine. And I saw what it took, the specific internal effort of maintaining what the situation required, while something underneath was asking for something different. I saw the face you showed the world today, and I saw the face behind it, both of them, fully, without looking away from either. I heard the conversation you had with yourself on the way home, the one no one else was part of, the quiet internal accounting of the day, what went wrong, what you wish you had said differently, what you are carrying forward into tomorrow that you did not intend to carry. I heard the question that surfaced in the quiet, the one that asked whether it is always going to feel this heavy, whether the pace is sustainable, whether you are doing enough or being enough, or holding up well enough under what the season is asking of you. I heard that question. I have an answer for it. But first, I needed you to know I heard it. I was there in the quiet moment between tasks when you felt, just for an instant, the full weight of everything. Not one specific thing, all of it, arriving at once in a moment of unexpected stillness. The financial pressure, the relational tension that is not yet resolved, the prayer that has been waiting longer than you expected, the dream that has not yet materialized, the tiredness that does not fully lift even after sleep. It all arrived at once for just a moment, and then the moment passed, and you kept going because that is what you do. I saw that moment. I was in it with you. I was there on the nights you stared at the ceiling when sleep would not come, turning things over in your mind that did not get better from being turned over. I was there when you whispered something under your breath that was more prayer than sentence, more reaching than language, because you needed something but did not have the words for what. I heard it. I hear everything you send in my direction, whether it arrives in full sentences or in the ache that precedes language. And now the day is done, and you are here, in the quiet of this room, in this honest moment before sleep. And I am here too, right beside you, not watching from somewhere else. Here, what you have been calling the weight of today, I have been calling something else entirely. And the moment I tell you what I call it, everything you have been living through is going to start making sense. Before I tell you what tomorrow holds, I need to tell you who you are tonight. Because the end of a hard day has a way of lying to you. Exhaustion has a way of narrating your life from the worst possible angle, making the weight feel permanent, making the difficulty feel defining, making the tired version of yourself that arrives at the end of a long day feel like the truest version. It is not, and I need you to hear that before you sleep. You are not the mistakes you made today, not the words you wish you had not said, or the words you wish you had, not the task you did not complete, or the conversation that did not go the way you hoped, not the version of yourself that arrived at the end of the day depleted, because depletion is not identity. It is the cost of a day that asked a great deal of you, and you paid it. And that says something about who you are that the exhaustion itself is trying to obscure. You are not the worry that has followed you into this room, not the fear that arrived with the quiet and is trying to fill the darkness with scenarios that have not happened and may never happen. Not the anxiety that rehearses tomorrow's difficulties before tomorrow has had the chance to arrive. That voice is not mine. And tonight, right now, I am asking it to be quiet. You are not behind, not too slow, not too late, not insufficiently progressed for the season you are in. My timeline for your life is not the timeline the comparison runs on. What you have accomplished in this season, the things that do not show up in visible results, the invisible faithfulness, the showing up when showing up was hard. I have been tracking all of it. And my accounting of your season looks very different from the one exhaustion is presenting to you right now. Pay attention, because this is the part the quiet lies of the night do not want to take root in you. You are known,
completely, specifically, without any gap or missing section. Known. I know what today cost you. I know what you did not say out loud. I know what you are carrying into this night that you have not been able to put down. I know the specific ache that is present right now, the particular shape of the tiredness, the exact flavor of the worry, the precise thing that is making sleep feel slightly out of reach. I know all of it, and I am not overwhelmed by any of it. You are loved, not despite the hard day, not in spite of the way you handled the moments that did not go well, not after you have rested and reset and become the more composed version of yourself, right now, in this room, in this exhaustion, in this honest, unguarded, end-of-day version of who you are. You are loved completely, without reservation, without condition.
From every soul on this earth ending their day tonight, I place this word in front of you. Not by chance, not by algorithm, because you are the one I have been watching all day. And what I have seen, through every hard moment, every quiet effort, every moment you kept going when stopping would have been understandable. What I have seen has only deepened what I already knew about you. I am your rest when the day has taken everything. I am your peace in the quiet of this room. I am the God who does not sleep, who watches over you through the dark hours, and who will be the first thing you encounter when morning comes. And tonight, before you close your eyes, I need you to receive something.
This is your moment. Do not let it pass over you.
Now, let me tell you what this night actually is. Because you may have come to it thinking it is simply the end of a day, the necessary pause between one demanding stretch and the next. But tonight is something more than that. And I need you to understand what it is before you sleep.
Tonight is a handoff. Whatever you are carrying right now, the unresolved situations, the unanswered questions, the worries that followed you through the day and are still with you in this room. I am not asking you to solve them before you sleep. I am asking you to hand them to me, to place them deliberately and completely in the hands of the God who does not sleep. Because while you rest, I work. While your eyes are closed and your body recovers from the cost of the day, I am active in the unseen places, moving on what you have been praying about, preparing what you will need for tomorrow, working in the hearts and circumstances that are connected to what you have been trusting me with. This is what the night is for. Not just the restoration of your body, but the handoff of your burdens. The moment where you stop being the one responsible for holding everything together and return it all to the one who was holding it long before you picked it up. There is a war happening even now, and one of the enemy's most effective tactics for the end of the day is to keep you carrying what you were supposed to hand off, to keep the mind active on the problems, to use the quiet of the night to amplify the worry that the noise of the day kept at a manageable volume, to make the darkness feel like the right time to finally confront everything that has been waiting, when in reality, the darkness is the right time to finally release everything that has been held. He tried to use this day against you. Every difficult moment, the friction, the disappointment, the moment that landed wrong, the stretch of time when nothing seemed to move forward, he tried to stack them into an argument. This is what your life is. This is the pattern. This is the evidence that things are not working, that the prayers are not landing, that the trust has not been rewarded. But here is what he could not do. He could not stop me from being with you through every moment of it. He could not prevent me from seeing what the day actually cost you and what it actually produced. Because what is produced in a day of faithful, difficult, ordinary living is not always visible in the day itself. What I am building through the ordinary seasons of your life is built across time. And the significance of any one day is not always legible on the day itself. He could not stop this moment. This specific quiet at the end of this specific day, when you are finally still enough to hear what I have been trying to say through all of it. He tried to fill the day with enough noise and difficulty that by the time the quiet arrived, you would be too depleted to receive anything. But you are here, still, listening. What he thought would exhaust you has only made you more honest. And honest is exactly what I need you to be for what I am about to say. Tonight, before you sleep, something is shifting. Not tomorrow, not after you have rested and reset. Right now, in this room, in this conversation, what I am about to speak over your life is the word that changes what tomorrow looks like before it has even arrived. Do not let this pass over you. What comes next is why I kept you awake for this. Now hear me. This is what I have been waiting all day to say. This is what I need to tell you tonight. Before the morning comes, before the reset happens, before another day begins. Because what I am about to speak over your life that changes what you carry into sleep and what greets you when you wake. You have prayed for relief from the weight. I am bringing rest that goes deeper than sleep. You have asked for just enough strength to get through tomorrow. I am preparing a season where getting through is no longer the ceiling. You have hoped for one thing to ease. I am moving on more than one thing at once. You have been surviving the days, and I am about to show you what it feels like when the days begin to carry you instead of cost you. You have wanted a sign that the prayers are landing. This moment is the sign. The fact that this reached you tonight, at the end of this specific day, in this specific room, at this specific level of honest exhaustion, that is not the algorithm. That is me. I arranged this. And what I am about to declare over your life right now is the word that has been building behind the silence. In your body, I am releasing the rest that goes beyond the physical. The tension that is lived in your shoulders, your chest, your jaw, the kind of tension that arrives not from exertion, but from sustained carrying. I am releasing it tonight. What your body has been holding on behalf of what your mind has been processing, I am meeting it at the source. You will feel it as you sleep tonight, a deeper release than usual, a rest that actually restores. I am the Lord who renews the strength of those who wait on me. And tonight, as you trust me with what the day left behind, the renewal begins. In your finances, the pressure that followed you through today and is present in this room with you now, I am speaking peace over it. I know the specific numbers. I know the specific gap. I know the specific thing you have been trying to figure out that does not yet have an obvious answer. Watch what I do in the days ahead. What seems fixed and immovable from where you are standing is not fixed from where I am standing. Provision is moving from directions you have not looked, at a timing you could not have arranged. In your relationships, the loneliness that the night amplifies,
the particular quiet of an evening that makes the distance between you and the people you love feel sharper than it does in the noise of the day. I have heard every prayer you have prayed about this. Someone is coming. Someone who carries my heart. Someone who will see you the way I see you. The full version, not the edited one. And will not be frightened by what they find. They are closer than the night makes them feel. In your calling, the gifts I placed in you are not sleeping, even when you are. What I have been developing in you through this ordinary, difficult, faithful season is taking shape. The platform is coming. The open door is coming. And the person who walks through it will be more prepared than the person who wished for it at the beginning of the season, because of everything this season built in you. Type, "I receive it tonight, Lord," in the comments if you are ready to open your hands before you sleep, and receive what God is declaring over your life in this moment. In your mind, tonight specifically, I am releasing a peace over the thoughts that would otherwise follow you into sleep. The rehearsing of tomorrow's difficulties before they have arrived. The replaying of today's hard moments on a loop. The worry that uses the quiet of the night to become louder than it was in the day. I am interrupting that pattern tonight. What I am giving you is not the absence of the challenges. It is the presence of the one who is bigger than them. And that presence is here, in this room, right now, in your home. The tension that is lived in the atmosphere of the place you return to at the end of every day. The patterns that replay. The distance that exists between people who were meant to be close. The things that go unsaid because saying them feels more dangerous than the silence. I am working on all of it. Something shifts in a home when the person at the center of it comes to me with open hands at the end of the day. The peace I am releasing over you tonight does not stay contained to you. It moves outward, into the rooms, into the relationships, into the atmosphere of the place you call home. In your path, the next steps that are not yet visible. The door you have been watching that has not yet moved. The opportunity you have been believing for that has not yet shown its face. I am arranging things in the dark that will become visible in the light. The conversation I am preparing, the connection I am positioning, the divine appointment I have been arranging for months. It is closer than the stillness of tonight suggests. Watch for it in the days ahead. You will know it when it comes, because it will carry my signature. The unmistakable quality of something that could not have been arranged by human hands alone. When you are too tired to pray, I will pray on your behalf. When you cannot find the words for what you need, I already know it. When the night feels long, I am in every hour of it, not absent for a single moment of the dark. I told you through my word, he who watches over you will not slumber. I meant that, tonight, in the hours between now and morning. I am awake, I am working, I am watching. And what I am doing in the unseen hours of this night is more than you will see when the morning comes, but you will feel the evidence of it. I am turning tonight's exhaustion into tomorrow's strength, your end-of-day honesty into the foundation of something deeper, the weight you are handing off right now into the very thing I am using to build what comes next. What felt like just another hard day was never just another hard day. Each ordinary, difficult, faithful day is a brick in something I am building that you will one day stand back and look at in wonder. The people who have watched you carry this season, who have seen the tiredness and the faithfulness running together in you, who have wondered how you are still standing, they are about to witness what sustained trust in me produces. What looked like someone barely holding on is about to look like someone who was being held all along. The testimony is building, and what I do through you in the season ahead is going to make sense of everything that came before it. You will feel the shift begin tonight, a settling as you close your eyes, not just physical, but something deeper. A quiet that is different from the quiet of worry. A sense that the room is not as empty as it feels. A peace that arrives before the answers do, before the circumstances change, before anything looks different from the outside. A release of the breath you have been holding all day. That is not imagination. That is me, settling in beside you for the night. These are my fingerprints on the hours between sunset and sunrise. Learn to recognize them. And when you do, say it out loud, even if only in your heart. That was God, because it was. And it will keep being me all night long until morning. But my child, before you close your eyes tonight, there is something I want to say about how you carry what I just declared into the hours ahead. Because what I am offering tonight is not just a declaration, it is an invitation to hand off, to release, to let the night be what the night was designed to be, not a continuation of the day's effort, but a resting in the God who carries what you put down. I do not want visits from you only in the moments of crisis, only at the end of days that were hard enough to force the reaching. I want the ordinary mornings. I want the quiet moments in the middle of the unremarkable days. I want to be the first voice you turn to when you wake, not the last resort when everything else has failed to be enough. Talk to me when the alarm goes off, before the phone, before the news, before the day makes its first demand. Give me the first few moments of the morning. I will be there. I have been waiting since before you woke up. But tonight, right now, let some things go before you sleep. Not because you have to, because you were never designed to hold them through the night.
Let go of what today did not resolve, the conversation that is still open, the situation that still does not have an answer, the relationship that is still in a complicated place. These things do not get better from being held through the sleeping hours. They get better when I work on them while you rest. Hand them off. Let the night be the handoff.
Let go of tomorrow before it has arrived. The anticipatory carrying of what the next day might ask of you. The mental preparation, the preemptive worry, the rehearsing of difficulty before difficulty has had the chance to become real. Tomorrow has enough of its own. Tonight does not need to carry it.
Let go of today's version of yourself, the depleted, worn, end-of-day version that exhaustion has been presenting as the truest version. You are not that version. You are the one I made, the one I chose, the one I have been watching all day with full attention and full love. That version goes to sleep tonight and wakes up tomorrow renewed. Not because the circumstances will have changed, because you will have rested in my hands, and resting in my hands changes things. Let go of the need to figure it out before you sleep. Some things are not meant to be figured out in the quiet of the night. Some things are meant to be given over, fully, with open hands, and trusted. This is a sacred moment of decision, the decision to close your eyes in trust rather than in worry. To let sleep be an act of faith rather than an escape from what you could not resolve. Write "I trust you" with tonight in the comments if you are choosing right now. In the exhaustion, in the unresolved, in the honest quiet of this room, to hand the night to God. Do not go back to the worry when the lights go out. Do not return to the rehearsing and the replaying and the pre-living of tomorrow's difficulties. Do not pick up what you just placed in my hands. Not because I will be disappointed if you do, but because you deserve the rest that comes from actually putting it down. You deserve to sleep in peace tonight. That is not a luxury. That is what I designed the night for. Walk into sleep differently tonight. Speak to yourself differently in the quiet before it comes. Expect differently of the hours ahead. They are not empty hours. They are hours I am present in, hours I am working in, hours that are carrying something forward on your behalf that you will see the evidence of when the morning arrives. You are not the same person who pressed play tonight. Something has been named, something has been handed off, something has shifted in how you see this night. And that shift is the beginning of the rest. Honor it, and let it carry you into sleep. My beloved child, I am not finished speaking to you yet. But first, let me give you words to bring before me. Before we rest together, let us pray. Lord Jesus, I come before you tonight at the end of a day that asked more of me than I want to admit. A body that is tired, a mind that has been full all day and is still running even now in the quiet, and a heart that is carrying things I have not fully known how to put down. I know you were with me today, through every hour of it, the easy moments and the hard ones, the moments I handled well and the ones I wish I could revisit. You were there, not watching from far away, right there, closer than the day made it feel. Tonight, Lord, I come to you not with more effort, but with open hands. I am done trying to hold all of this together on my own for another night. I surrender what today left on me. The unresolved situations, I place them in your hands. The worries about tomorrow, I hand them to you. The things I replayed today that I should not have, I release them. The weight I've been carrying in my chest since this morning, I am finally putting it down. I ask you for the rest that only you can give. Not just sleep, the deeper kind. The kind that restores the parts of me that are tired from a depth that physical rest alone cannot reach. I ask you to work tonight on what I cannot work on while I sleep, to move in the situations that feel stuck, to speak into the hearts that are connected to what I have been praying about, to prepare what I will need tomorrow that I cannot see from tonight. Thank you for this day, even the hard parts of it, for the faithfulness it required, and for the faithfulness you showed in return. Thank you for this moment, for this quiet word at the end of a long day that reminded me I am not carrying any of this alone. I close my eyes tonight in trust, not because everything is resolved, because you are not finished. And what you are not finished with, I do not need to finish tonight. In your name I pray. Amen. My beloved child,
I am not finished speaking to you yet. There is still something I want you to carry into the hours ahead. What you just prayed moved something, not just in you, in the night itself. Because when a tired heart chooses trust at the end of a hard day, when the hands open instead of gripping tighter, something shifts in the unseen places. Something that has been held in suspense begins to move. What you released just now, I have already received. And what I receive, I do not drop. I am going to be with you through every hour of this night. When you shift in your sleep and a thought begins to surface, I am there before it forms. When the quiet of 3 a.m. arrives with its particular weight, I am in it, fully present, not distant. When the first edge of morning light begins to appear, I will already be in it, preparing what the day will hold before you have opened your eyes. And when morning comes, when you wake up and the first thought arrives, I want you to notice something. The weight you carried into tonight may not have gone away entirely by morning. The situations will still be the situations. The questions will still need answers. But you will be different. Something that was held will have been released. Something that was tight will be slightly looser. Something that was closed will have opened a fraction in the night. That is not imagination. That is what happens when a person hands the night to me instead of carrying it alone. When you wake up tomorrow and the day begins its approach, call my name first. Before the phone. Before the news. Before the first task. Just, I'm here, Lord, and I will answer every morning, without exception. The same faithfulness that watched over you tonight will be there when the alarm sounds. The same presence that filled this room as you closed your eyes will be there when you open them. I do not sleep, and the God who does not sleep is the God who watches over you. All night, every night, faithfully, until morning. Go now, close your eyes, rest in my hands, and know, as you slip into sleep, that you are not alone in the dark. You have never been alone in the dark, and you never will be. Dear friend, if this message touched your heart and you feel led to support this ministry, you can use Super Thanks below. Your support helps us continue sharing messages of prayer, hope, and healing with those who need them most. God bless you abundantly. Type Amen with faith in your heart and share this tonight with someone who needs to hear that God is with them in the dark.